Haruka Sakura, Full Life Story Explain. Anime/manga, Windbreaker. Role, main protagonist delinquent protector outsider. 1. The outcast childhood. Haruka Sakura was never like other kids. Born with mismatched eyes, heterochromia, and half-black, half-white hair, his appearance made him a target. From a young age, people looked at him with suspicion, fear, or mockery. Because of this, he was bullied constantly in school. His classmates avoided him. Even adults whispered behind his back. This treatment caused a deep wound in Haruka's heart. He grew up feeling alone, unwanted, and angry. Rather than beg for acceptance, Haruka chose to become strong. If people feared him, at least they wouldn't pity or hurt him. 2. Becoming a fighter. By the time he reached high school age, Haruka had already trained himself physically and mentally. He became aggressive, sharp-tongued, and fearless. He decided to attend Furin High School, a place known for its powerful delinquents and strong fighters. It was the perfect place for someone like him, someone who only knew how to express himself through violence. But Haruka didn't fight to protect. He fought to survive. He fought to stay alone. He fought to prove that no one could control him. 3. Furin High and meeting real strength. At Furin, Haruka expected to meet gangs, thugs, and brutes. Instead, he met something different. The students of Furin High were indeed strong, but they weren't bullies. They were protectors of their town. A group called Bofurin existed to help keep the peace, protect the weak, and fight for justice. This confused Haruka. He couldn't understand why strong people would fight for others. He believed power was only meant to defend yourself. To be kind meant to be vulnerable, and vulnerability, to him, was weakness. At first, he clashed with them. He didn't speak much. He rejected friendship. He stayed alone. 4. The people who changed him. But slowly, everything began to change. Kotoha Tachibana. The first person who made Haruka stop and think was Kotoha, a kind girl who worked at a local cafe. When Haruka saved her from a bully, she thanked him sincerely. She didn't judge his appearance or his attitude. She saw the real him, and that confused him. Kotoha became a symbol of gentle strength in Haruka's life. Her kindness started to soften the walls he built. His classmates. Haruka also began to meet people like Akihiko Nairai, Mitsuki Kiryu, and other first years. They didn't treat him like a freak. They respected his strength, joked with him, and even invited him to hang out. At first, Haruka would ignore them or act rude, but deep down, he was listening. 5. Fighting for something more. Eventually, Haruka was chosen to be a grade captain and a member of the Vice-Ravana unit, part of Bofurin. This shocked him. He never imagined people would trust him with responsibility. Slowly, he began to understand what strength really meant. It wasn't about standing alone. It wasn't about beating people down. It was about protecting those who can't protect themselves. He began to fight for the town, for people like Kotoha, and for his teammates. Each battle taught him more about trust, sacrifice, and loyalty. 6. His greatest battles were internal. Even though Haruka became physically stronger and gained respect, his biggest battles were emotional. He struggled to accept compliments. He didn't know how to talk about feelings. He flinched when people were kind. He was so used to being hated, he didn't know how to accept love. But he tried. He let people in. He opened up slowly. He fought the fear in his heart, the fear of being hurt again. 7. Becoming a true leader. Over time, Haruka transformed. He protected his classmates during dangerous missions. He supported new students who were afraid or bullied. He stood tall, not just as a fighter, but as a leader with heart. He still had flaws. He still didn't talk much. He was still awkward and intense. But he was no longer alone. He had friends. He had a purpose. He had found his place. 8 famous quotes that show his growth. I don't want pity. I want strength. Early Haruka, before finding connection. Even if no one understands me, I won't stop. His lone wolf mindset. I finally found something I want to protect. The turning point of his journey. Kindness doesn't make you weak. After learning from Kotoha and others, the end this video.